Now to our continuing series, Retirement Ready. If you have access to a 401k or traditional pension in your job, consider yourself to be lucky. Nearly 57 million Americans work for an employer that does not offer a retirement savings plan. Tonight, CBS's Janet Shamlian takes a look at some of the consequences.
You guys are trying to get away.
A walk with Rosie and Logan is a rare break for Marianne O'Connor.
The puppies.
Then she's back on her laptop, juggling 2 jobs, sometimes up to 11 hours a day.
What did you think you'd be doing at 66?
Oh, I would hope to be retired.
And what are you doing at 66?
I'm working my butt off.
No savings, no 401k, not even enough to cover an emergency. She sold her home and with 2 other women bought a smaller one, living together to save money.
Now, is this the retirement that she imagined? No, this is not the retirement that she imagined, but this is the retirement she worked for. And I hate to use that word, and it's sad. I want to be very empathetic here. The decisions that she made when she was younger, they are showing themselves in her retirement. So right now, these are the consequences, or these are the outcomes of the decisions that she made. Now, whether they were voluntary, involuntary, maybe she had a health scare, maybe she lost a partner. I don't know her personal situation. All I know is that the cumulative effect of the choices that she made, as far as not saving, not investing, not having a 401k, this is the result. And it doesn't match. There's a distance between what she perceived retirement to be and then the reality of what it is, which she has to actually sell her home and move into people to reduce costs and expenses. And now she's even working harder in retirement, because if she stops, then she's not going to even have a quality of life at all. Now, why do I say this? Is because I'm seeing on the internet, they're talking about 401ks. 401ks are evil, and you get the tax deferred. I'm hearing all this noise about 401ks, how bad they are. And now we just see a statistic that 57 million Americans work for an employer in the private sector that does not offer a 401k or a pension, have no type of retirement planning for their employers. And that is the scary thing, is that we are spoiled. We feel entitled. So we're complaining about 401ks, we're complaining about Social Security, but these are actual benefits that we can actually leverage, and many of us are not even leveraging. So of the 57 million that may end up like this lady here, they wish they had a 401k. They wish they had something to save into. They wish they could have, made their retirement expectations match the reality of where they're going or where they want to be. And that's my issue with many investors, is that I try to instill in them to say, listen, this sense that you don't have to save, or you don't need to save, or, as a 401k, who cares? You're literally leaving money on the table that millions and millions of Americans would love to be in your position. They would love to have an employer who had a 401k. They would love to have an employer that was able to match dollar for dollar what they contributed. They would love to write off some of their IRA contributions, but they can't. And you're in a position that you can. So we want to make sure we take advantage of it. Maybe saying, Mr. Ridgeway, well, I don't know how to contribute to my 401k. I don't even know what's in my 401k. I don't know, I've left my employer, 2 or 3 years ago. I don't even know what my 401k is doing. I just know that if I need something, I'm just going to try to reach out to my company and try to figure it out. Well, you don't have to try to figure it out. You need to know. Having that information is going to give you a better quality of life. And it's also going to set proper expectations in retirement. And yeah, I know you're thinking, oh, I'll just retire later. I'll retire later, or I'll think about it later. Well, this lady later came, and all that thinking didn't do anything. When you're talking about success, when you're talking about the probability and increasing the probability of success, it's about doing, not just knowing.